Hello, this is Raymond the MetaMan, and I have a shocking, a startling presentation for you today. In fact, it's not from my head, it's from the head of my crypto coach, Robert Roley. My friend and crypto coach, Robert Roley, is the author of the international bestseller, The Million Dollar Decision. It's all about investments and it's all about how you're being hoodwinked in your investments. So I take his advice very seriously, and he just sent me an email, and I'm going to read it to you with my comments. It's powerful. It tells you exactly that Bitcoin is going to make a giant move. But is it up or down? Listen carefully. And he tells you why banks are going to be crushed by crypto. And he gives an exact example from his own life that just happened yesterday. It's an amazing presentation. Stay to the end. I love you. You're going to really love this presentation. And here is Robert Roley's email to me. Hi, Raymond. Bitcoin and the entire crypto market is in a consolidation mode in the last several months. Any upward price movement is being met with a lot of selling, and the prices quickly end up lower. Currently, we have the same situation in all markets. The stock market is weak. After a nice rally, even gold and oil sold off in the last week or so. Oil, for example, went up to $130 a barrel and then fell sharply to $100. All of these things are happening because there's a lot of uncertainty in the market about the war, about interest rate hikes, about potential recession, about a potential Taiwan crisis, et cetera, et cetera. Markets, of course, do not like uncertainty. Uncertainty causes fear, and fear causes prices to go down. What will happen in the coming months is impossible to predict. But listen carefully, because he does make a prediction. It all depends on developments in the Ukraine, what the US central bank will do, and a bunch of other factors that we can't predict. In the short term, I have to say that the crypto market is slightly more likely to make the next big move down. Bitcoin is struggling a bit too long at around $38,000 to $40,000. And in most cases, when similar things happen, the market goes down. Of course, I'm talking about probabilities, not certainties. I estimate that the probability is somewhere between 55 and 60% that the next move will be down and that we will have falling prices for some time to come. Does that mean I'm selling my crypto portfolio? That's Robert saying, should Robert sell? And his answer is no in all caps. And my answer as the MetaMan is also no in all caps. I'm riding the bull. I'm riding the bull. There are also a number of reasons why the market could go up sharply. The war may end unexpectedly. The US Federal Reserve can signal something positive for the markets. People may realize again that Bitcoin is an exceptional protection against high inflation in the long run. A big company or country can start investing in Bitcoin. Elon Musk also posted on Twitter a few days ago that he's not selling his Bitcoin, his Ethereum, or his Dogecoin. When it comes to investing in new technologies, we need to have a long-term perspective. And blockchain is the future. And let me give you one very personal example, and I'll summarize it for you. Robert made a presentation, a 90-minute presentation, offering a really good course. Every one of his courses is wonderful. And he had people on the line from all over the world, and people from Australia couldn't get in. And people from some of the Eastern European countries couldn't get in. Their credit cards were being denied, and they just couldn't get it approved, and they didn't know what to do. There was all these problems. And when they tried to e-transfer or wire transfer the money, they wouldn't go through. There was a problem. What happened? Why were something like 50% of all the people who tried to purchase using the conventional means of credit card, e-transfer, or bank transfer, why were roughly 50% of the customers denied, disapproved, had problems? I don't know. But what Robert does know is that he allowed payments by crypto, and he didn't have a single problem with the crypto payments. All transfers arrived at our crypto addresses within minutes, every single one of them. Wow, wow, wow. This is just one important use case of blockchain technology, and there are hundreds and hundreds of other use cases that will change our world. P.S. I received some questions as to whether it would make sense to sell a part of our portfolio, and he says, no, don't do it. Don't make any changes. Just hodl. hodl, hodl, hodl. Robert, I love you. I love how majestic your view is, how long-term your view is. I love how clear you are in your thinking. And I'm really honored that you are my crypto coach. And I am also the crypto coach to many through the MetaMan channel. And I love learning from you. And in this case, I didn't just learn from you, I passed on your wisdom word for word. So thank you, Robert. And now, my dear listeners, there's a few things you need to know. Number one, there is a big move coming soon in Bitcoin. And according to me and according to Robert, it's going to be a down move for a while. The second thing I want you to know is it can't stay down for long, because pretty soon, eventually, sometime or other, people are going to realize that they need to protect their fiat currency. And the best way to do it is gold or Bitcoin, but gold's a bit heavy to lug around and Bitcoin is really easy. So I think there's going to be a down move and then a gigantic Lambo up move. That's what I think. And I'm hodling until then. That's what I'm doing. Second thing you need to know is I'm not an investment advisor. I'm giving entertainment and education. Another thing you need to know is you need to subscribe to this channel and you need to like this video. Don't just listen to me. Actually, go ahead and click that like button. And you also need to comment. Do you believe Bitcoin is going to do a big down? Because you see, it's somewhere around 40,000 now. And if you look at the charts, you can see that the next support level is at 30,000. And the next support level below that is at $20,000. Am I saying that Bitcoin could go down to 30? Yes. Am I saying Bitcoin could go down to 20? Yes. Am I saying Bitcoin could go lower than 20? Yes. There is a probability that each of those will happen. There's also a probability that Bitcoin, after it does its little correction here because of the uncertainty in the world, there's also a big chance that Bitcoin could go Lambo, Bitcoin could go moon, Bitcoin could go to 100,000, Bitcoin could go to $200,000. Not overnight, but it could do that. And when it does, all the altcoins will rise, because when the tide comes in, all the ships rise. You are now far wiser than you were just a few minutes ago. And also I have something funny to show you. This is my first piece of clothing built for COVID. How is it built for it? Because it has a built-in mask. I'm keeping up with the times. Enjoy. Please click on Meta in order to subscribe to my channel. And please click on this video, which is my most recent video, my previous one. And please click on that video, which Google and YouTube think is the most appropriate if you enjoyed this video.